So when you're building a big data workflow, you're probably going to have to deal with various different sources of data. Now, some of those might be in the cloud, so it might be something like Azure Data Lake Store or Azure Blob Storage, or maybe a database like Azure SQL Data Warehouse or Azure SQL Database. You're also probably going to have to deal with some on-premise data stores as well. And you're going to have some services that you use to transform the data. So that might be Hadoop or Azure Data Lake Analytics or Spark or something like that. Now the challenge is you're going to have to find a way to automate the movement of data from on-premise to cloud-based stores, and then take that data and have it processed by your services, and then store the output in some sort of place where you're going to pick it up for further analysis. And that's where Azure Data Factory comes in. Azure Data Factory is a service in Azure that you can use to take your big data workflow and encapsulate that as something called a pipeline. And that pipeline includes all the different activities that are required to copy and process your data and get it into the location where you need it. And you can schedule those activities so that your pipeline runs on a frequent recurring basis when you have to repeatedly do the same batch transformations to your data on a regular cadence. So in the rest of this course, we're going to look at how we use Azure Data Factory to implement these pipelines. And the first thing you're going to have to do is provision Azure Data Factory as a service within your Azure subscription. And that's what we'll look at next.